Hi, good morning. This is Lisa from Three Black Cats Crochet. Normally I'd be in my craft room sitting by all my yarn, but it's very cloudy today, which is unusual. We've been in a hot spell, so I hope clouds mean that we're getting some cooler weather, because that would be nice. So I finished this hat. And what I ended up doing is I ended up going to a Jayda and Stitches easy hat where you do the band first and then go up. I did do Crystal's thing with doubles and singles all the way up, and it worked out really great. I had a little yarn left over from that Ferris wheel ball, and so I made a scarf. It's not very big, but my granddaughters aren't very big. The colors on that antique carousel are just, I'm totally in love with it. Oh, gosh, I'd buy that yarn 2 times. I'd like to make a hat for me with it, but I used every single bit of the yarn except for maybe, 10 inches or so. But yeah. I think she will like it. I think it's very cute. My husband said I need to put something on top, so. If you buy Ferris wheel by Lion Brand, just know it frogs badly, so. Yeah, it gets caught on itself, so it's not great. So then, for the other ball, for the other little girl, I got it all stuck together. Yay, me. The other one is called Cotton Candy. It's pinks, or purple and green. So I started doing her the next little granddaughter's hat in the Primrose stitch. And this is a tutorial by Jayda and Stitches. And this is another good one because this is bottom up. And if you go on the internet, or I think even Jayda has sizes, you can kind of guesstimate, because my grandchildren don't live near me. So, and this is another pretty yarn too. I really like this one. I'm not sure if it shows the Primrose stitch very well, but it's easy peasy. So she said for a child to do, I looked on the internet, a kid is, the circumference of the hat band is 19 inches, and then the kid hat goes up, Jayda said 8 inches, so that's what I'm going to do, and then you whip stitch it closed. So easy peasy hat. I'm not really sure how much yarn I'll have left over. Maybe I can make a little scarf to go for that too. So I am so close to being done on my candy skull, or my lost soul skull shawl. I think the last time I saw you, I was at this area, so I did all the blue and the purple, and then the next color is going to be pink. So I have plenty of yarn left. So I'm going to stop. I did 11 rows, so, or not 11 rows. What am I saying? I did 11 skulls total. And so then there's like 6 more rows of shells to finish it off. So it turned out really great. When I finally finish it, I'll show you the whole thing. But yeah, I would have gotten almost done with it last night, but my husband's like, I have to go to work tomorrow. Can you shut the light off? I'm like, okay, honey, okay. The other thing that I've been messing around with is let's see if I can't pull this out so you can see it. This is the granny skull blanket. So on Fiberspider's tutorial, he did 15 rows. And then he said, you're supposed to go back and repeat till the end. So in crochet, everything is usually symmetrical. So if you do it on one side, you do it on the other, and you just repeat. So I usually, I can figure it out. But I was a little stumped while watching his pattern. And so he did, I think he did 3 or 4 tutorials, and then he stopped. So what I did was I started browsing through the comments, and this is a really good thing to do if you're confused, because usually people will comment, and there was a person named Gail, Gale, I'm not sure if it's a man or a woman, who said, oh, in other words, you restart at 10 and go to, just repeat row 10 through 15 over and over and over until it gets to the size. And I was like, oh, yes. So then it made sense to me. So I kind of figured it out. But I started looking at it, and you know what? I really don't like this as a blanket. I really don't. I think it's too holy. I think it's a really cool pattern. I just don't think it lends itself very well to a blanket. I think that I'm really thinking that I'm going to frog this one out and remake Brianna a shawl and just do it that way, because as much as I like this, I think it lends itself more to, say, if you did it in a really fine thread, and it would make a really great tablecloth or a doily or something like that. I just think the holes are too big for it to be a blanket or a throw. I'm just not, it's just my opinion. You can do whatever you want, but I just don't think that I want to continue on with it in the way that it is. He said you could do 4 skulls and stop, and then do another granny set square of 4 skulls and stop, and then, whip stitch them together and make a blanket that way. But I just don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and make my daughter the Lost Souls skull shawl and call it good. It's not a hard pattern once you get the hang of it. I just don't think it lends itself very well to a throw or a blanket, mainly because of the amount of holes in it. I really like it. I just think it would make a better table runner, tablecloth, whatever you want to say. So I will probably frog this one apart. Lesson learned. So this is the one for my Aunt Judy. I'm still working on it. Like I said, it's boring. But I ended up getting a big knot in the camel yarn, and so yes, I had to pull a big ball out of it and rewind it and snip and wind and snip and wind. So yeah, I hate when I have to do that, but I will persevere. I think maybe you can see it better than last week when I showed it in the craft room. But see, this is the camo, and then I cut it with medium time, camo, medium time. So 3 camo, 1 medium time. I think it just lends it to your eyeball. I think it makes it not so crazy, but maybe it's just me. I get sick of one color and I have to switch, but but it's huge. It's huge. It's huge. And then my husband keeps coming in going, why aren't you working on my aunt's blanket? Why are you doing other stuff? I'm like, because if I don't do something different every once in a while, I go crazy. Yeah. So anyway, I'll see you next week. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to. Bye.